Hello, YouTube fans. This is TheSkullKlown. I want to talk about WrestleMania 40, and WrestleMania 40 hasn't happened yet. Obviously, WrestleMania. This is just my what I suspect WrestleMania 40 should have. Right now, as of right now, we don't know nothing for the World Heavyweight Champion right now. Um, for the championship, I mean, because Seth is injured. So there was that. Um, that's the thing, man. I'm just thinking of the whole wrestling shit, and I'm just like, damn, man. It's sometimes when you think deep too much about wrestling, and you're like, good God, I can't fucking talk about this right now. you know, because wrestling's fucked up, man. Wrestling's fucked up. Um, but moving on, WrestleMania 40. What does it? What could we? What could we see? Um, in my opinion, excluding the World Heavyweight Champion right now, I was going to say that first with Seth Rollins versus CM Punk if Punk does win the Royal Rumble. This is the pet peeve I have of this year's Royal Rumble. No one doesn't give a damn, and I'm over here like, what the fuck? You bring The Rock back, right? And then the Royal Rumble is literally around the corner, and you could have done this stuff what The Rock did months ago. And then most people are like, oh, but his schedule. That is his problem. That's his problem. It really is. And then people always wonder, is Rock even a wrestling fan right now? And I'm like, I don't. I think once he left Hollywood, it wasn't even like. At least John Cena's still a fan. There's something with Cena though. I think Cena is not going to come back to WWE. So Cena's probably going to retire soon, guys. I've seen this coming. I've been seeing it for quite a while. I think Cena's going to retire. I think we might just see that soon. So it's crazy though. It's crazy. Randy Orton's still going to be, in a way, when you think about it, he's going to be the last pioneers when you really think about it. Triple H is still there, obviously, but there's not really anyone that's really traditional old school as really you think about it. They're all gone now. They're all gone. The only one that's there now is Randy Orton, and already, there was quite a scale too when Randy got his back messed up. I was just like, oh shit. Now he could retire and shit like that, or he might not ever come back. But when he did come back, I was like, yes, yes. I bet Triple H was just like, recover, take your sweet ass time. I'm like, for real, just take your sweet ass time. And Randy was not probably gonna. He's a third generation superstar. Once you get that itch, he's gonna try to do something. He's gonna try to move, see if he can actually do it. Be a little bit soft for a minute. But yeah, when you really think about it, Batista's not there anymore. Obviously, a big guy like that, yeah, would not. Yeah, big guys like Batista. I know I'm supposed to talk about WrestleMania 40. We'll get to that, but mainly because that's why I like making my YouTube videos. It might just happen along the way of me thinking about stuff. That's why I love big. That's why big guys like Batista, they get injured really quick. You have to realize that big guys get injured really fast. That's why back in the olden days, I mean, if you look, I'm not saying that no one didn't get injured back in the olden days. I'm talking about like black and white type of style wrestling. That type of stuff was like when you look at it, you'd be like, it's not as brutal or fucked up as it is in the future of that. Um, Not to say you didn't see glimpses of it there, but at the same time, you knew that it wasn't really all that much of a, I don't know, as a hardcore type of way. I don't know how to say it. That's the only way I could say it. It wasn't as it is right now, basically. That's the only way I can explain it. Because we all know that the traditional wrestling always came from the circus. All right. It always has. It always has. Wrestling has always been a thing in the circus, and also in ancient time in Mesopotamia. Mesopotamia, those people created wrestling. Technically, if you look at it in a spiritual enlightenment way, I say something else, but that's not. I'm not making a spiritual enlightenment video about wrestling right now. But I just want to point that out. All right. So wrestling is old as motherfucker, man. You know, wrestling is like, when you think about it, wrestling is like sharks. They've been here and they will never leave. It's true. Because in science wise, it's actually been confirmed that I think one of the only things that would have survived a natural climate with what happened with the dinosaurs and stuff like that was the sharks, and most likely turtles and stuff like that. But mostly the sharks, though. The sharks were just gonna, they're adaptable to any type of climate. The sharks, man. The sharks are literally adaptable like a motherfucker. They really are. They went through the craziest period in the dinosaur age when that freaking meteor struck, and they survived through all of that shit. That shit's crazy. That is crazy. That is wild. They survived that shit, and they adapted from it, and they became huge, small. They adapted. Oh my god. That's just beautiful, man. That's nature right there, baby. That's true nature right there, baby. I am dead serious. That's the type of nature that people get scared of. And I'm like, why are you scared of that shit? That shit's awesome. We should have shit like that. That's how you know the shark. I'll get back to wrestling too. That's why the shark is like the oldest animal ever. It literally is. It's the oldest animal ever. That's why it's evolved with the planet so much. Oh, it's so beautiful. It is. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful sea creature, man. It's a beautiful freaking sea creature. It's misunderstood. It really is. Sharks are very, very misunderstood. They really are. That's just me. Because there's way worse enemies than sharks, to be quite honest with you. Once you notice from the sky of the sea, you'll be like, damn, there's fucked up birds around here. Oh yeah. Those fucking crazy seagulls and shit. But moving on. Sorry, I was talking about wrestling, but hey, I just wanted to give the science fact right there. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to have fun with you guys. But that was cool, right? Kind of like a cool thing from what I found out. There's probably more to it with the sharks, but you know, oh, it's so cool. But moving on, I feel like these wrestlers have put everything on the line, and we know it. All right, some of these wrestlers took literally. Oh man, I don't like to think about it a lot because imagine grabbing a steel chair and whacking somebody over the head with it as hard as you can. You're not a freaking Looney Tunes character, man. I'm saying that right now. You're not a Looney Tunes character. That shit's fucking brutal, man. I'm dead serious. And yes, it's fun in the games and shit like that, but in real life, man, you just fucking killed somebody. You fucking killed somebody. And if you keep doing it, that person's gonna fucking die. I don't. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. You know? Um, I wonder whoever thought of that, though. Whacking your opponent over the head with a steel chair. Whoever thought of that? I know some people doing the back and stuff like that, and I'm not saying that is a good thing too, but because oh god, that's your spine in the back. It's just that's one of the reasons why WWE went to kendo sticks and stuff like that. It still hurts, but it's not a steel chair. And if they are going to use a steel chair, they have to protect it and shit like that. The only time we saw shit like this, guys, was literally at WrestleMania 27 with Undertaker versus Triple H. I'm dead serious. Watch that match. Watch that match. That was a literally classic Attitude Era match. Triple H hit The Undertaker with a steel chair in the face. Even the commentators were like, no, no. It was that personal, man. I'm dead serious. That's why the crowd was so into it. When I saw that shit as a kid, I'm like, Still to this day, people look at that match, and that is like, technically, when you watch Hell in a Cell, it is literally Teletubbies compared to the WrestleMania 27 match. I'm sorry. I'm saying that right now. It is. I love the WrestleMania 28 match between Triple H and Undertaker, and the Hell in a Cell with Shawn Michaels. Great. It's awesome. It will live forever, obviously. But that 27 match, oh my God, guys. Oh my goodness. You got to think about that match. You think WrestleMania 17 versus Triple H and The Undertaker was good, and that match was good. But the 20, it's funny too, man. It's funny too. Like literally 10 years later, they fought. Like a few years later, it's WrestleMania 17 and then WrestleMania 27. They fought. Coincidence? I think not. I think not. And then they cleaned it off with 28 with Hell in a Cell. Because these two men actually made what Hell in a Cell is. If you actually look back at the history of Hell in a Cell, they created that shit more than Mick Foley. Mick Foley defined Hell in a Cell. Undertaker and Triple H literally made its rules. Basically, there, I said it. That's the only thing I could think of. Mick Foley infamous it. Triple H and Undertaker made the rules. I could be wrong. Maybe that's too much to say. But put that shit on a t-shirt. Please. I don't care if you don't even. I don't care. I don't care if I don't get nothing from it. I don't give a shit. Put that shit on a t-shirt. Alright? So I'm telling you, when the Hell in a Cell match between Mick Foley and The Undertaker happened, that was literally it. They've all literally told to themselves that that's it. We won the era of we won the war. They won the war a long time ago. Before WrestleMania 17, they won the war. WrestleMania 17 was just the hypeness, was just that cocaine era of wrestling. It really was, man. WrestleMania 17. Did you watch that pay per view? Are you kidding me? From beginning to end, the crowd did not was not even not one crowd was quiet that night. You know how we get some WrestleManias that we get some hypeness and then lowness, hypeness and then lowest. You know, we suspect that nowadays too. But WrestleMania 17, man, WrestleMania 17 was just like, nah, man, everyone's fucking hype here, and it was crazy. It was just crazy, and the unique style of WrestleMania. Sorry, I'm shaking my laptop here because I'm holding it with my hand. I just sometimes don't like to put it in my lap. But the was it the arena of what WrestleMania 17 looks like is so good, in my opinion. It is. The set is good, and then the arena looks beautiful. It looks like an old school. It looks like an old school ring that you see back at WrestleMania 8 or 7 or some shit. You know, it looks cool. It looks cool. It looks cool. Because you could tell WrestleMania 17 was literally paying homage to its ancestors, basically. And the way that fucking ended too, because most people might say the war ended when um when Mick Foley got thrown off the Hell in a Cell, and some people say the Attitude Era ended when Stone Cold Steve Austin shook hands with Mr. McMahon at WrestleMania 17. When I first saw that, I was in shock. And to be honest, that is how you do it. Most people got pissed off at that, but I'm all like, no, that's how you do it. If you want to end the Attitude Era like that, the era of the Attitude Era, Vince and Austin shaking hands. While The Rock is busted open on the floor. That is the era, that's the end of the era of the Attitude Era. What a way to go. What a way to go. What a way to go. I am dead serious. And then after that, it was the Invasion era, which made sense because they already had everything. WrestleMania 17 is the defining moment in wrestling history. All right, especially with WWE. Look back at WrestleMania 17. Some people might be pissed off at the ending. You shouldn't. It defined what that era was. That. And it closes with literally them shaking hands. Austin busted open with the title. And then, like I said again, with The Rock on the floor, busted open too. And JR screaming, "What the hell?" Perfect. Perfect. That's great. I don't know why people hate it. I don't know why people hate it. When I first saw it for the first time, I'm like, I know exactly why they did that. That's awesome. And people hate this? God, you guys are blind. Are you blind? My interpretation that you guys just found out was just like, I never thought of that before, and that's fine. But when I first saw that, that's what I thought of, and I was like, that is how you close it. To be honest, if you wanted to stop watching wrestling after that, yeah, I wouldn't. To be honest, as a kid, when I did first saw Vince and Austin shaking hands, I was just like, so what's the point of watching it now? It's over. It's over. It's over. It some people might say, "Oh, that's kind of fucked up when you say that." Not to say wrestling wasn't good after that. I'm not saying that. It's just that some people might think that in storyline perspective, when you really think about it, in storyline perspective, think about it from the Montreal Screwjob all the way to WrestleMania 17. That is long. That is long. That is long. Think about it. So WrestleMania 40. Let's talk about WrestleMania 40. I'm only 16 minutes in. I'm about to talk about WrestleMania 40. WrestleMania 40, it looks like it could be good, to be quite honest with you. It looks promising. The Royal Rumble looks like it's going to be solid, to be quite honest with you. I think it's going to be a sleeper hit. I think Royal Rumble is going to be a sleeper hit. No one's not talking about it. No one's not hyping it. But I guarantee you, once Royal Rumble is over, everyone's going to be like, what the fuck did we just watch? In a good way. In a good way. In a good way. Maybe some of us might not feel that way at the end either. Probably we might get mixed opinions. I won't be surprised. It is the Royal Rumble. Hopefully, it just doesn't end up the way I don't think it would end up. But hey, I'm usually wrong, anyways. I'm usually wrong. So the main event for WrestleMania 40 should be Roman versus Cody. I've been talking about the Cody stuff, and I've said that like, I don't care, but at the same time, just give him the fucking goddamn title. I'm done with Roman having the title right now. Please, please. He's already passed his prime. He's already past his prime. He's already passed his date of 1,000 days. Come on, guys. He's already passed Hogan, from what I'm hearing. So I'm just like, come on, just give it to him. Just give it to somebody, please, please, please. Because look, and if The Rock comes in and becomes part of the match like a triple threat, that's fine too. That's fine. And then you know what you can have? Cody pinning The Rock, and then Roman doesn't really lose the title because he never got pinned. He would lose the title, but still never got pinned. That we can do. I don't mind about that. I know some people might be kind of pissed off about that, but most likely people would be more happy that he lost the title than actually just, you know, people just don't want the title on him anymore. Give it to Cody. Give it to Cody. And I'm sure CM Punk, or probably not CM Punk. I don't know what's going to deal with him. He was supposed to fight Seth Rollins. And Seth Rollins is pretty much probably out for WrestleMania, man. Probably. I said probably. We still have a lot of time, but I don't think that much time. Who knows? Maybe his wife can stick in for him now. But who will take the title? I think what they're gonna do with that is that whoever wins the Elimination Chamber, they will get the title. That's the only thing I will see it. And Punk will probably win that title in that Elimination Chamber, and someone will fight him at Mania, which is probably Brock Lesnar. Huh. I think that might just happen. That might just happen. Do we want to see Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk again? I mean, the first time it happened, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was pretty cool. And the fact that they finally did clash, I was like, oh man, seriously, I like that. I was such a fucking gushing fanboy right there. literally, literally, that match was everything I wanted and more. Perfect. It was just perfect, 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 man. Perfect. It literally was like a dream come true. I was just like, final fucking Lee, something. You know, that was just me, man. Oh, fucking like, because all these times are like dream matches, and they never do fucking dream matches sometimes, and then when they do, it's never not that good. I'm not saying that, but it's never when they try to hype it, because WWE likes to WWE it sometimes, and it's just like, stop it, just let it do naturally. All right, please, please. That's all you need. That's all you need. They don't do it all the time, obviously. All right, they don't. They like to do it naturally, obviously. But when they don't do it naturally, you can tell. So you guys just gotta be like, eh. That's just me. So the other thing, I mean, could again going back, Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk, could that happen? Probably. I'm not saying it will, but hell, I don't think people do want to see Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk in 2024. Maybe people don't want to see that. I'm thinking no. But they haven't fought in a while. They haven't crossed paths in a long time. Won't be surprised, right? If it happens, um, WWE, please hire me. I'm not even looking for a paycheck. Just hire me. I don't care. You want me to make the ring? I'll make the ring. I don't give a shit. Uh, so, uh, let's see. I'm just looking at something right here in my time. But moving on. So yeah, I really don't think WrestleMania 40 should close with Roman Reigns again, please. How many WrestleMania? We're gonna look back at mostly all the WrestleMania 30s closing with Roman Reigns. This needs to stop now at WrestleMania 40. WrestleMania 40 makes sense. It will make sense if it stops right there. It does. Why wouldn't it be anybody else than Cody Rhodes? American Dream. Yo, if he doesn't put that song while he's just coming out, and then he puts his song after that, I don't know what to say. At that point, I'll be like, no, he is going to win. You know. So I did say The Rock should come here, um, as part of it, but I think we should get The Rock versus Roman at the Chamber if it does happen. Hey, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I think we should get it. A lot of people are talking about it, and I think it should happen at Chamber because, again, going back, I don't care for it. I don't want it to be at Mania in the first place, anyways. Because look, at first it was cool. Now it's just like I don't give a crap. It could be at SummerSlam, and I'll still be like, okay, fine, cool. Could happen at the Royal Rumble, which probably would have made you money. Would have made you money. Seriously. That's what I'm talking about. No one's not talking about freaking the Royal Rumble. And I'm over here like, you got Royal Rumble right here, and then The Rock didn't come because his schedule, he couldn't make time. Then he's not a fucking loyal wrestler. I'm sorry. He doesn't care. 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 Sadly. That Hollywood money is too good. John Cena even said that when he got his first Hollywood paycheck, it gave him more than what WWE gave him. And I'm like, that's why Triple H always says it's not how much you have, it's how much you save. It's true. How much do you have? What's in your wallet? It's like nothing. Oh man, it's hilarious. But anything else I could see for WrestleMania, man? Um, supposedly, are we gonna get Rhea Ripley versus Becky? Are we gonna get that? I don't mind. I don't mind. Two of the toughest women in the company right now. I haven't seen anything with Becky right now. So Charlotte Flair is injured, and that is room for all these women to take advantage of that spotlight. Because you know Charlotte Flair, she's a Flair. Woo! Yo, I've always been a fan of Charlotte Flair. When they put Charlotte Flair against Becky and Ronda Rousey, yeah, to be honest, Becky and me and my sister agree. Becky and Ronda Rousey don't have good chemistry. You put Charlotte and Ronda, great. Charlotte and Becky, great. But Becky and Ronda, they have no good chemistry. WWE was right to put Charlotte Flair in that match. They were smart. When I saw that match, I was like, WWE, you're smart. This is why you get paid the big bucks. That was like the only time when they were fucking smart, and I was just like, yes, thank you. She was the best part of that match. She was, sadly. And then I think the finish was bad. Like it was a botch, the finish, and Becky won, right? So there was that. And I know some people might be like, this is why we won't get a women's main event ever again. I'm like, damn. Yeah, you fucked up. I don't see that happening. Because if it was any other way, I probably would have saw Becky versus Rhea Ripley in the main event. Probably, I probably could have seen that. That probably could have happened. That probably could have happened. Some people might be like, oh, whatever, but I'm like, no, it probably could have happened. I said it could. I don't know. I'm not WWE. Uh, thank goodness I'm not with the fucked up shit. But you know, with the fun shit, I want to be a part of. Basically, who doesn't, right? Um, so is there any other matches I'm thinking about too, man? I know there's some wrestlers are coming back and all that stuff, but overall, I don't think there's not a lot of matches I can think about for WrestleMania 40 right now. I mean, we still have a long way for WrestleMania, so we already seen like 3 matches, right? So it has to be something. I don't know, mainly because I haven't been paying attention to the product all that much. I just really don't watch it all that much anymore, man. Or I probably watch only the main full pay per views, and that's it. And to be quite honest with you, I kind of wish WWE just stuck to that forever. Do your indie house shows with the storylines, and then these will be the main events and all that stuff. How I don't know. That's just me. Um, that's just me, man. That's just me. That sounds old school as fuck, doesn't it? Though. Doing your storylines and house shows and stuff like that instead of just not even having it in general. Sometimes you do get moments like that of house shows or like hinting of the storylines in it when you see it. Not to say when you do watch them and be like, oh, they're in the storyline right now, so this is cool. Um, Sometimes you see that, sometimes you don't. Um, I've always wondered, do they actually recreate that in every state and then they don't do it anymore? I've always wondered that. Have you ever thought about that? In every indie show, I mean, in every house show, do they actually recreate the matches that they do and everything that they go to? I mean, it makes sense, right? You're promoting a tag team and all that, so you're going to every place. So it makes sense, but that's why they call it a house show. They don't put storylines. It's just a house show, you know? So you're just putting different teams sometimes or different groups, tag teams. As are people big fans of tag team main events? To be honest, I never was. Never was. I've always thought the show should always end either with a title match or two people fighting. That's just me. That is just me. That's always been just me. But we always get endings with tag team matches. Later on tonight, there'll be a tag team main event. I'm like, oh god, why? Why? Oh man, I'm sorry. Sometimes it's just I'm not really not a big fan of that. If I was doing a wrestling promotion, I would have just if anyone told me that, I would have been like, no, no, just for that, that would be the first match. instead of the middle or almost at the end, so people can remember about it. Oh no, they're gonna be like, damn, fuck you. But hey, man, sometimes when you look at something that you know needs to be not 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 cherished or something like that, more like it has to fit the quality of what you're doing if you want to show something superstars, in my opinion. That's just me. That's just me. Hey, but hey, I'm not a promoter. I'm not making the wrestling stuff. So what do I know, right? What do I know? What do I know? So there's other stuff out here that we could talk about with wrestling. I think I am done talking about WrestleMania 40 right now because I don't know. I don't know if there's anything I could talk about with WrestleMania 40. I'll say this right now: the set better be fucking beautiful instead of just a fucking goddamn screen. Oh man, I did not I did not like last year's WrestleMania as a stage. I get it. Who gives a fuck, right? Who gives a fuck? It's true. Who gives a fuck? Um, it's just always something that brings something to the show and makes you feel like, hey, something simple is more. And when you more look at it, you can see why they did it, but at the same time, it's not it's not my prefer stage, and that's fine. That's fine. Um, maybe WrestleMania 40 can make it up for me. And if it doesn't, hey man, there's other WrestleManias even before WrestleMania 40 that have better stages than what we got with WrestleMania 39 and WrestleMania 35 with that fucking screen piece of shit. When I saw that, I'm like, that is laziness at its finest. And this is WrestleMania. This is WrestleMania. This is what you're going to give me: a flat screen with the logo WrestleMania on it, while the logo of WrestleMania could have been your entrance area, you dumb piece of shit. That alone is creative and fun and makes sense, but you didn't do that there. You know those videos when people make their own entrances? They did a better job than you did. I'm glad Kevin Dunn is not there, man. Can we all talk about that? Can we all talk about that right now? Could we actually take a shot? No, let's do that right now. I'm almost done with this video, and I just got some little E and J of it. To be quite honest with you, Kevin Dunn is out of WWE. Praise, praise to the wrestling gods and titans. Ooh, for real. This shit, yo, Kevin Dunn is gone. Good, good. I am so glad he's gone. It's about fucking time. Because all those CGI shit, the set, the way he looks on Raw and SmackDown, done. They're done now. And I'm like, good. Please, could we get something creative? Please. I'm not saying you need to waste your whole budget on a lot of things, even though you could, because WWE, you're making so much money right now. It's ridiculous. So why wouldn't you put a little bit more effort on your stages, please? On Raw and SmackDown, please. I'm not saying you can go. I'm not saying do traditional old school. Do what you need with the whole. You still got look. If you're gonna use electronic tech, fine, use it, but use it as your own advantage. Be creative with it instead of just leaving it there, here and here and here, and calling it a day. Ugh. It looks like a YouTube green screen, man. I'm sorry. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Come on, Hunter. Come on, Paul. Come on, Paul Levesque. Come on, Triple H. It's embarrassing. It is. It's embarrassing. I'm sorry, man. Vince McMahon's freaking daddy's probably rolling in his grave, man. It's freaking ridiculous. It really is, man. At that point, just get rid of everything and just leave it like that. That's more better, to be quite honest with you. Because good God, man. And it's not your fault. It's mostly the people in the back that are being like that. But this is don't. It's your time to tell those people, yo, be creative with this shit. be creative with this shit back in the Attitude Era and shit like that. I'm not saying it should be like that, but be still creative with these shit. Be creative with it, but with the technology that we have now. That would be great. And get rid of the CGI bullshit, please. Get rid of that CGI crap. Please. Please, it puts me off. It's one of the reasons why I don't watch this fucking product anymore. God, I'm dead serious, man. I don't watch this product anymore just because of the CGI bullshit they put in my fucking screen. I'm done. I can't. And then I see it in pay-per-view sometimes, and I'm like, stop. I don't want to watch this show now. That's just the way I feel, man. It's ridiculous, man. I can't. I just fucking can't. You can't deal with this shit anymore. I can't deal with this shit anymore. None of us can't deal with this shit anymore, to be quite honest with you. If you can, step aside before a whole bunch of people start rioting on you, and that's for your safety. Run. Because people are gonna freaking look at you and go after you with pitchforks. Literally. I'm just like, run. Run. Seriously. Oh man. I just hope they do change the fucking stages, man. They have to, man. They have to. If you don't change the stages now, I don't know what to tell you. If you don't change the stages now, man, you need to change the stage, man. You need to change the stage. And was the final nail in the coffin for Kevin Dunn's magnum opus of WrestleMania? He gives us what he gives us the screen that he gave us at WrestleMania 39. He knew who was going to be out of here soon. He was just like, let's piss on this. Everybody doesn't like Kevin Dunn, man. Not even people outside of wrestling that don't even know him, man. I'm starting to hate this guy just because of the shit that I see on screen sometimes and the cameras and shit like that. Oh my god. I remember seeing that shit. I'm like, why? Who told you to look like a fool? Who told you to be stupid? I can imagine the fans watching it. If I was there watching that, I'm like, I'm gone. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I feel disrespected. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I will leave. I will literally leave. If I saw that live, if I was in live, if I was there live, and I saw the cameraman doing that, I will leave. I will fucking leave. Good God, I'm so happy this man's gone. Oh, man. And all it took was Vince McMahon to get allegations. The world's fucked up. The world's fucked up, man. It really is, man. Everyone, and right now he looks like evil Walt Disney, which, to be quite honest with you, when you become that sadistic, you eventually do look like Walt Disney. I mean, look, you think Walt Disney was a good person? Hell to the fuck no. Hell to the no. Hell no, man. Hell no. I don't have to talk about him. I probably could talk about him in a different video. You could respect what he's done for the animation industry, and I have, and I love his art styles and stuff like that. But overall, he's a terrible person, terrible fucking person. Right? Seriously, he has to be what he has to be, but in the screen, but behind the scene, good God, no, like he's just no. All right, seriously. Um, it's funny too because the people that made Looney Tunes know him a lot, and they say that he's fine and good and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, with you, of course, with you guys, duh. You guys were the pioneers of animation. No shit. Idiots. Oh man, good God, man. It's just funny sometimes, man. It's just funny.
when they try to back people up sometimes and shit like that. I'm like, you do realize this, right? But whatever. They know. Moving on. Um, Wrestling. Mm, what do you guys feel about wrestling right now, man? You know, I'm not saying, hey, do you wish you came back from like the Attitude Era and shit like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that. All right, I'm not talking about that. What we're talking about is what's your favorite what's your favorite theme right now with wrestling, or what do you want to change right now with wrestling? I know some people might say that I just want wrestling to make sense again. Can't blame you. um, but at the same time, man, I always take the good with the bad. And if the rivalry's not doing it for you, that's fine. And hey, look, I don't want Roman versus The Rock. I don't care for that shit. I rather watch, to be quite honest, I rather watch Punk versus anybody right now. I don't give a fuck. And yeah, that promo that Punk did was crap. But then other promos that he's done with um was it Drew McIntyre? Oh my god, that one was good. That one was pretty good. That was pretty good. It was. It's not the best, but I like it. I thought it was pretty nice. Especially between Drew McIntyre and stuff like that. So, and the thing is, man, Drew McIntyre, man, I feel like he's not losing his steam. He's getting it back and shit like that. But he needs to get that title again, man. He has to get that title again. I'm dead serious. He has to get that title again. All right. I don't mind Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre in the future, or CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. That'd be cool. That'd be fucking cool. That would be cool. I'll watch that shit. I'll watch that. Yeah, I will watch. I'll definitely watch. So I don't care what arena it is. I don't care. So as long as it doesn't have the Rock, no. Oh man, oh that's just funny as hell. And don't aren't you guys tired of seeing him in some of these movies too? Yeah, I bet you all. So I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Be safe, and tell me what you guys think down below of my thoughts, my opinions about me just talking, just chilling, talking about wrestling and uh mostly wrestling, but I was mostly wrestling stuff, but obviously I was talking about other stuff. So I don't know how to title this. Just talking, wrestling, and shit, other stuff. Um, just bored, just want to talk something because why not? And I do want to make a wrestling video. I do want to make a wrestling topic because I haven't talked about it in a while, and right now I am looking forward to WrestleMania, but I am looking more to the Royal Rumble, even though it's not talked about. So don't sleep on the Royal Rumble this year, people. Please. I guarantee you would probably enjoy it. Oh, I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's good. You hope? Do you hope to pay the bills, motherfucker? Maybe. No. That's hilarious. But anyways, I see you guys and be safe.